All right.
Right, rise and shine. It is between two slabs time. This is Merlin and Dan, and we are beat up at the
Oh my
Atlanta,
gosh.
Georgia Culture Collision Collectors Show. Day two.
The struggle is real, guys. Let me tell you, this show is taking a lot out of us right now. I'm drinking coffee right now. What time is it? It's like 8:30. 8:30, and I need a coffee pick me up.
Dan, it means it's only 5:30 LA time, dude.
I know, but like we had 4 hours of sleep, you know.
Yes, and I had a crazy nightmare in the middle of the night. I had a dream. It was a weird dream that Dan had gone to bed, and I started falling asleep, and then a big giant black snake came and bit me in the neck, and I thought it really happened, and I woke up screaming. It woke myself up, and then Dan, we're sharing a hotel room, and I thought I woke Dan up because I heard myself scream, and I heard Dan tossing and turning. And I was just waiting him like, what the hell, Merlin? What's wrong with you, dude? But I just my heart was racing, and he just kept tossing and turning. And I guess he never heard it, and I went back to sleep. And then when he woke up this morning, I said, Dan, dude, I'm sorry about screaming. And he's like, what are you talking about? I slept like a baby. So I was like, oh, goodness, even though it was about 4 hours sleep.
Yeah, the black snake is a metaphor, guys. So tell us what you think that means.
Ooh, please. Okay. Okay. And there's children watching, folks. Okay. But let me tell you about these shows. We've learned something. Please make sure you load up on breakfast before you do shows like this.
Oh, yeah.
It makes a huge difference. Load up on your carbs, your complex carbs.
Let's say hi to the people here. Jago's in the house. What's up, brother? Mervin, as always. Toa, Carrier Army,
up,
mount up.
Let's see. Albert, here. What's up?
Albert's in here.
Josh Packham.
Josh. We'll talk about the show, Josh. Yeah, it was very busy, but it was like it's a different type of show here, guys. So we'll talk about that. We'll give you guys the recap on that so far too. Yes, Ed, I'm drinking coffee. I need to pick me up.
What's up, Ed?
It's been a very, very, very long day, so need a little bit. We're gonna go into trade night after this, but I needed something. I'm about to pass out.
Dan was trying to make me a cup of coffee too, and I'm like, dude, I will be up all night. I'll have more dreams about the black snake hitting me in the neck, and I won't be able to go to sleep. And I'll be tired as hell, but I won't be able to sleep.
Yeah,
you know how that is, Ed.
Mervin, this is a 3-day card show.
Yeah,
3-day card show.
3-day.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we're kind of used to this because we go to Dallas. Dallas is 4 days, but this is different for us because it's like it's an extra hour ahead in the time, so it's 3 hours ahead.
Right, 3 hours ahead.
The jet lag is kind of screwing with us a little bit, so we're struggling with that. But it's all good. We got some cool things to report about here.
One more day.
Okay, let's see who else.
What else we got here?
Trainer Boys in the house.
Trainer Boy Bob, what's up?
Baking Barrel Roll.
Baking Barrel, that's an interesting name. What's up, fellas?
Shiny Cardboard Addict.
What's up, guy? What's up, man? How's it going? It's going good. We're trying to recover. We just ate some Blaze pizza for dinner, and then we're going to head down to the trade night for the big trade night they're having tonight.
Yes. Okay. So let's give the crowd here a recap of the show.
Okay.
I'll start with day one. Day one was like a typical day one at a card show where it's on a Friday. A lot of people they're working and they maybe not be able to come in. So it was slow traffic on. For me anyway, slow traffic on Friday,
which is yesterday, right?
Which is normal.
It's always normal.
Yeah, the trade night was not very well organized, so there wasn't a real legit trade night either. But it was as expected. The venue here is very big. It's very organized. The production level of their show is pretty good, but the music is way too loud.
It was yesterday. I noticed they toned it down today.
Yeah,
because I'm sure they had a lot of complaints about that.
Yesterday it was like being in a club.
Oh my god!
Like screaming at each other just to try to do deals.
And thank God we were like on the other side of the DJ.
Yes,
thank goodness. I was hating the people who had tables in front of the DJ.
Yes,
because it was like club Coachella level.
I know
volume.
Yeah, so that was day one. So that was, it was tough, but that's expected on day one. Day two, Saturday, we were expecting it to be very, very busy, and it was. I would say definitely the foot traffic is probably double the amount, but the crowd here is a little bit tough. They're different than what we're normally used to. We were expecting it to be a very heavy buying show where people will come to try to make deals. Since this is a 3-day show, it's probably considered a destination show. It was heavily promoted, but I was getting, Merlin, you tell me what your experience is. I was getting a different vibe. Like the room was telling me to do other things. I always tell people, like, when you go to a card show, you can't just expect one thing to happen. You've got to kind of react. You got to be reactive to the room. And today, from my experience, it was like a lot of people selling, a lot of people trading, and less priority on buying. What's your experience today?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of in the corner, and a lot of people that we know that we're friends with, like other YouTube guys who set up, we're on the other side. So I got to check it out for them. But yesterday I kind of started off with a nice bang, even though on slow days I didn't expect to have a good day like I did. I started off selling a very high-end card, over $1,000, a Willem Dafoe Spider-Man card, and I sold a couple other cards, and I was like, well, this is better than I usually do on the slow days, on the weekdays.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I felt busy as hell yesterday. Did you not? I felt
it was very slow for me, to be honest.
Even on Friday, but I'm saying, did you
Friday.
feel like there was a lot of activity going on, though?
A lot of people,
not like selling, but just activity.
Yeah,
people coming over.
A lot of people coming over, looking at our cards. A lot of people recognize us, which is super cool.
So you
guys.
always have to say hello. You got to say hello, and you want to introduce yourselves, and get to know them, and take pictures and all kinds of fun things, and they bring you interesting things to show, and it's just good to hang out. But it was just something I'm used to expecting. I mean, even in Dallas, like the Thursday and Friday, I always sell like 1 or 2 cards.
Right.
And that that's normal. And then Saturday, it's just like bam.
Yeah.
And I really thought today was that day, and it looked that day. I had really good positive vibes about it. I mean, and there's so many great people here. There's all the people we know from YouTube, all the other dealers, a lot of them we even know from California. So we're in a great company of people. But it was just a lot of people window shopping today.
Yeah, I would say so. Like yesterday, guys, I only sold 1 card for $50. It was like it sucked. Today, I made a lot of little tiny deals, like micro deals is what I call them, and but not the big major blockbuster deals that I was hoping for, but a lot of micro deals. So I was telling Merlin here that when you're at a show, you got to read the room and you got to make the most of it, right? You can't just kind of sit around and expect people just to come up to your table and for that big deal to come. So my approach today was I was just trying to make as many small deals as I could, like micro deals as I like to call them, and just kind of add up my little profits here and there. I did a lot of pickups. People were coming to try to sell me cards, so I said, okay, let's use it as a buying opportunity. So I picked up some really cool cards, which I'll share with you guys in a little bit. And then I had to do some trading too, to try to get that activity going. And then towards the end of the day, when it got really slow at my table, I actually had to go out and try to make some deals, go out onto the show floor and make those deals. So in that regard, I had a lot of activity today. No big major deals, but I think I was able to salvage what I could out of the situation. How about you?
No, I agree. I mean, you definitely have to be proactive. You can't really be passive in this game of card investing and card selling. You're right, and I sat around a lot of times. That could be my own fault, but maybe after all these learning lessons that maybe I'm gonna hustle a little more. Maybe if I have to, I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna go work the floor. Maybe if I see other guys that have the unique cards like me, or like you said, some music cards, maybe I'll go take my cards over there tomorrow and say, hey, are y'all interested in this, or there's some trades or whatever, because I notice you have the same things I do, or maybe there's something that I have that they want, and they have something there that I want, and I can make a deal with them, either trading or buying or something. I don't know. Go ahead.
Let me show you guys some of the pickups I made today. Okay, just kind of share with you guys here. I've been posting it on my Instagram, but in case you missed it here, I'll show you guys my pickups first, and then I'll talk about another positive thing that I saw from the show. So first pickup of the show here is this bronze Captain America. This is the second time that I've owned this card, guys. So I'm trying now. I have 3 of these colors now. I've got the bronze, the red, and the blue. So maybe I'll try to go for the rainbow if I can ever find a green. But I picked this up from Flippin' Steve, of all people. So got that done.
Thanks, Flippin' Steve.
Yeah, I had picked up a Pulisic PSA 10 On the Horizon card, which I picked it up from Flipping Steve. Also, I had to tenderize him a little bit, guys. So he felt it. He felt the tenderizing. But we got that card, and I immediately flipped that. So that was a pretty cool, easy win for me. Did a trade. Where I picked up these two cards. These are called Worlds Collides cards, and these are pretty cool. If you can kind of see, they're kind of like Battle Spectre gems type deal. This one's cool because it's Deadpool, and if you can see, he has a Nerf bow and arrow gun, which is kind of cool. Him versus Hawkeye. And then this one, Wolverine versus Thor. So that's kind of cool.
I love that artwork,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, I had never seen these cards before, so I picked them up. You know, they're relatively like low end cards, but pretty cool stuff, and they're graded already. Picked that up. Traded to get this vintage 1968 Willie Mays card. So this is pretty cool.
Sweet.
You know, traded to get into that. And then my big pickups today was I got 3 new PMGs for the collection.
Right.
Got a bronze Iron Man, so that's pretty cool. So I'll probably send that off to grading. Got that one. Got a 2013 Cyclops. Cyclops is one of my favorite characters, so this is a pretty cool pickup for me. Red, I'll probably get that graded. And then picked up a Battle Spectre Gems Iron Man versus Hulk. And I got this from a guy named Teapot. If you guys if you know who Teapot is, he's one of the minions of Jeff Wilson for Sports Card Investors. You probably see him on the videos and stuff like that. I made a trade.
Right, yeah. He's the one who does all the like how-to market mover, you know, how to use the app.
Right. So I got those. So those are all I'm picking so far. So pretty good stuff, guys. One other thing I'll say about this is like the way that I measure card shows is you can't necessarily just measure it on how much you buy, sell, or trade. You also have to measure it on the experience itself, whether you have fun, whether you network. And for us as content creators, what type of content we can bring you guys. And in that regard, I'd have to say it's been a huge success for us in terms of exposure, because the minute we got here, the minute we got to the hotel, people have been recognizing us. People have been saying, hey, we watched Between Two Slabs. Hey, you're Merlin, you're Dan. You know, they recognize us. So that's cool. That kind of spreads our name outside of where we come from California. So that's really cool. Yeah. Sports Card Investor came by. He filmed a whole segment with me, mic'd me up and everything. So you'll probably see me on his video pretty soon. Those two guys from Loot Box, Gin and Juice, they came by to say hello to us. A lot of other people came to film us. Kenneth Fornos came to film for us.
Flippin' Steve, personal finance dad.
Flippin' Steve, personal finance dad. So other content creators came by. Spidey Jew, Sasha came by. So all that was really cool. We got to really network a lot of people. We met some industry people too. We met people from
definitely
eBay and what's that other guy? Show My Slabs and things like that. Other players in the industry. So we got to kind of network a little bit.
You said HGA's hunting me down, but each time they come over, I'm calling. That could be a good thing. I don't know.
you know, Merlin, he's been going off on HGA on what bends my corner the last few weeks. They've been hunting him. They come every time they come though. He's not at the table, and they're like looking around. I think they're going to confront him. This is gonna be interesting.
Oh no, I'm gonna get ganged up.
Yeah, they're gonna confront him. So we've been seeing those people there. We've been filming a lot of cool content for you guys, taking pictures, and we're doing this vlog. So in terms of from like networking and content, it's been a huge success just from the level of exposure. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, like Friday, even though I know it's slow, I expected, and it's more about just like getting adjusted and meeting people and everything, and introducing yourselves and kind of creating some relationships with not only just the dealers, but some of the customers that come in early for that day and hoping they'll come back Saturday and sell. But I did sell a few things. I bought some really cool things. I'll just show you here in a minute. But today, short term, I'm a little bummed for today. We still have tomorrow. So I'm going to think great thoughts and manifest good thoughts. And hopefully this could be a crowd that only buys on Sunday. We don't know. This could be a Sunday crowd. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. But even though I'm bummed about today, sell-wise, I'm very, very happy and very positive about the long-term effects of being here. I think even though if I didn't sell and if I didn't come here, I think I would have still regretted not coming here because of the contacts, the networking, and what it's going to have, for impact for us in the future of everything. Because once you get yourself more out there, not only with the customers, but other content people, the more they're going to come to your table. They know you by name now. Like, these guys I would just see all the time at shows, when we go like to the National and everything. And I'm like, oh, those guys are cool, And, I think they would never know me. And now it's like, then they start seeing me and I'm like, I wish they'd get to know me or something. You know how that feeling is. Like, God, I want to kind of be in the club. Yeah. And now they come to my table and they always make a point and stop and go, what's up, Merlin? What's up? And they'll, have their cameras. And dude, that just puts a biggest smile on my face, man. Yeah. These guys are like, some of them are like 20 years younger than me, but man, they make me feel like a peer, like one of them. And, we're all peers. We're all equals here. And that's like the most important thing. We're all like a close knit family. And that's great. That's a great experience, and that is priceless. That's worth more than any card in the world, man.
You know what has been super cool too?
What is that?
All the people that watch our show, all our supporters, the members of the Curator Army, the Merlin Maniacs, everybody that's come up to our table to say hello, take pictures of us. We've had like old guys in their 60s come up to us and say they love our show.
Hey now.
We've had like young kids. I had a young kid who came up today and said he's a fan of all my sad Pele memes that I keep doing. So,
oh my God, when you posted those though, I got freaked out. I told Dan that I hadn't talked to him yet because I was talking to some people and I saw the post and he had walked away and I started freaking out. I thought Pele had passed away and I started looking on like the CNN app and ESPN to see if Pele, and Dan comes back and it's like, what happened to Pele? He's like, nothing. That's my post, Merlin. I was like, oh my God, I feel so stupid.
If you guys don't know, I found this Pele card where he's like kneeling down and putting his head down like he's all sad. And I've been just like, I love the card because it's just so funny looking to me. So I've been making these sad Pele memes where I play like sad music and, take him around with me and show him stuff. I got that card because Sunday League investor Brian, who I always share a cable with, he had that card also. And it's only a pop 2. So I got,
he did? Oh, buddy.
So I got that card so that the two Peles can be together so that they won't be sad anymore. And you know what? I showed him yesterday that we laughed about it. And you know what? Today, that bastard, he sold that card to somebody else.
Oh, it was him that sold that card.
So
I thought it was you that sold it.
No, sad Pele lost his brother. So he's sad again. So that happened today. So yeah, that was dramatic. So if you guys follow Sunday League Investor at all, or you want to comment on his videos, tell him that he should not have sold that card.
I will tell you a funny story, Dan, and I already told you, actually. I've told Dan, but I'll share it with the audience. This is really funny. And then maybe, Dan's like, maybe you shouldn't wear the hat. I wore this hat today, okay, folks? And normally I never wear hats. I'm not a hat guy, but today I wore this hat because I thought it was cool because it said Merlin. So there's this like family that came to me and they're looking at all my cards and they're talking to me for a while. And all of a sudden they see Dan over there. And they're like, hey, is that Dan, the great curator? And I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm like, oh my God, we love his show in between Two Slabs. They're like, where's that other guy?
As they're talking
and I'm like, well, that's me right here, Merlin, man. And they're like, oh, we didn't recognize you on the hat. I'm like, well, even though it says Merlin, and Dan's like, yeah, we probably don't recognize you with the hat on either. So can I share real quick some of my cards, and then we can continue? So these are some of the cards I did. Some of the positive stuff is not only if you don't sell, sometimes you find some good stuff. And man, I had some stuff that I have been searching for, some personal interest stuff of mine. As you all know, I love also collecting music cards as well, and wrestling. And Marvel, non-sports primarily. So here I got WWE's Trish Stratus, one of the Divas, autographed card, beautiful card. Got a great deal on it. And speaking of Marvel, I got the Scarlet Witch. Is this the Radiance? Yeah, the Radiance.
Yeah, nice.
Of Scarlet Witch. It's numbered out of 99. And then some of my personal favorites here. I got a handful of Nirvana stickers. This is from 95 Panini Smash Hits. Really cool. And then I got a bunch, if you see on my Instagram, a bunch of Panini Smash Hits Snoop Dogg. This is his rookie year. And then what else? Oh, everybody, one of my personal favorite musicians of all time, Prince. So I got a bunch of Prince cards. I think this is his second year or second card ever. The 79 is his first one. And this is 85. Really cool. LL Cool J, another one. One of my favorite bands of the 90s, Oasis. And then one of my viewers on Instagram had shown up from New Orleans, and he showed up at the end of the show today. And he gave me this Justin Bieber numbered out of, what is it? Oh, 50. So thanks, Wit. And then finally, one of the unicorns I've also been looking for. It's the very, very first card of Beyonce. It's a Topps Trump from 2003, and these are super hard to find. And I got a deal I could not refuse. So I am very happy with my pickups today.
And don't forget these, right?
Oh my God. And then, then this guy brought me a box of Pro Set of, these are from like 1992 or the early 90s, but this is full of all kinds of good stuff. It's got like Soundgarden's rookie card, Madonna, Vanilla Ice, MC Hammer, Nelson, Janet Jackson, George Michael. So I'm going to take these home. These were only $10 a box, folks. So I'm going to go home, open these up, and grade some of these cards.
You might have to do a live rip with that.
Yeah, a live rip for this. There's no inserts, though.
Yeah.
But some fun, cheesy, pop stuff from the early 90s. Right. So, I enjoyed it. That was fun, finding these little things.
So even though maybe we weren't selling a lot of cards, we used it as a buying opportunity because a lot of people were coming to us with some great deals. So that was cool.
And I was in a lot of people who are also like YouTubers, some that I know, some I didn't know, were coming up to me. So I'm going to be in a lot of videos I know on YouTube. Yeah. So look for me all over YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's get back to some of these
comments here. I love it.
Leon, we just talked about that.
What's up, Leon?
Thank you for asking. Jet here.
It was nice meeting the great curator today. Welcome to the Atlanta, ATL.
Awesome.
Mervin, so supposedly the gold 2017 Spider-Man's valuation is $2 million per Jeff. Where is he getting that? Was he kidding?
I don't know, guys. I saw that post.
Jeff Wilson?
Yeah. Because Spidey Jew has the gold.
Yes,
one Spider-Man.
Because you posted it on your Instagram.
Yes, I posted that. I saw that gold Spider-Man, guys, 1 of 1. So if that's a $2 million card, I was holding one of those. But do I think it's worth $2 million? It's only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. And there's only one of them. So we'll never know that question until that card really hits the secondary market or hits the auction block. I think $2 million, possibly. Possibly, maybe, but who knows, guys? We don't know, but maybe that was exaggerated for TV, but regardless of whatever the value could be, that is an awesome card. And I was happy to hold it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't damage it or drop it.
I know, right?
Or bend its corner.
I know. I had it in a slab mag, so it would not have been damaged. By the way, guys, I brought like 25 slab mags to try to help promote and sell for the company because I give my followers discounts, and I sold more of those damn things than I sold cards altogether. So maybe I should just be selling slab mags like 100% at a time. I think my life would be a lot easier.
Oh my god! Look at Jacob says. Yeah. That snake was trying to tenderize Merlin. Yeah, I think that was a metaphor of Dan trying to tenderize. Oh man!
I don't know.
Oh my god! And speaking of. Yeah. How many times have we heard the tenderized term all weekend?
Yeah, that's
another positive.
I don't know if people were making fun of me or they think
it doesn't matter. It's funny. They're laughing with you, man.
Or they think that it's funny, but everybody keeps coming up to me and they're like, "Oh, curator, you're gonna tenderize me and this and that. Oh, don't tenderize him."
They're laughing with you, dude. They're loving saying it, man. Yeah. It's really fun.
But in all seriousness, I did tenderize a few fools this trip. I tenderized. Flipping Steve pretty bad. You'll see it in the
but hey, I'll give Steve credit. This is his first show. He did a lot of tenderizing on his own.
No, Flipping Steve is killing
Jesus Christ, Flipping Steve. Good job, dude.
I don't think he's making a vlog or anything, but Flipping Steve is killing it.
So, he's a little too humble to do that. I know Steve, he doesn't like to brag about it all, but he did an amazing job for his first time ever.
Yeah.
So like some people are selling way better than us, and good for them, man. I mean, they're our friends, so I want people to do well. I'll pull for them all.
We want everybody to win.
Yes.
Yeah. That makes the show even better.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And it only pushes us even more. When you're like working, you want a good pacer when you're doing running or sports. These guys really they push us. They inspire us. Yeah. So we keep going for it. So, even if you do bad, you got to jump right back up and dust your shoulders off, guys, and just keep on going.
Yeah.
Don't look back.
For sure.
Let's say, kick in the door, too many IG dealers.
I don't think so, to be honest. Like, I'm assuming like content people.
Yes.
There's only like a handful. There's not that many guys. Like, most of these dealers are like old men.
Yeah. Hey, watch what you say, man. Most are my age, man. How dare you?
Most of these like old timers, selling their old vintage cards and things like that, raw cards. But not too many like well-known content. Like maybe five or six.
I did meet a lot of people who had some great collections who you think have been doing this for years, but they were first-time dealers ever.
Oh yeah.
But they have just like accumulated this huge collection. Some people like some fascinating vintage cards. I mean, from like over 100 years ago, and they had just had tons of these cards, and I thought they had been doing this or going to the National, and they're like, nope, this is my first show ever. I'm like, wow, pretty impressive.
Okay, Joseph,
did you fleece Sunday League investors yet?
Not yet, guys, but I will. I'll get him. No, I'm just kidding. No, we didn't.
Brian did pretty well too.
Yeah, Brian stuff. Sunday League investors killing it. He's selling soccer cards. Soccer cards they seem like they're super liquid, guys. Like, because he's constantly doing deals. So I might have to pick up some more soccer cards. Actually, I did pick up a soccer card and I flipped it right away. So maybe that's a play that we should start to explore a little bit more.
Well, I've been squirreling mine. I haven't been really bringing mine out because I'm scared Brian puts me to shame next to him. Yeah. So I've just kind of been waiting more for like the Champions League and then the qualifications for World Cup to end, and then who sees in there, and then maybe start selling it in anticipation for World Cup.
Yeah.
And then one of the cards I did sell today, I sold a Brock Lesnar card. So I got some cash, and these two little kids will be on my video. They gave me a Cooper Cup 10 hollow.
Interesting.
So that was pretty good, because I can take that to LA and make something out of that.
One thing I'll say too, like the feeling that I'm getting, the feedback right now is the most asked about cards for me, I'm seeing is soccer and vintage. Vintage sports, baseball primarily. So that's interesting. I take that feedback. I might have to start buying some of those type of cards and work them in my inventory to keep things fresh.
So you think that the people's taste is different throughout the country?
I think so.
It's not a whole one country thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think it depends on the demographic
like universal
of the show where we go, right? There's some old timers that like vintage. There's like where it's more of a younger demographic. They like more modern cards, things like that. So definitely, I think that's the feedback that we're getting. So that that's going to make me kind of adjust what I bring to my next show. Our next show will be in Dallas next week. Like, we don't take breaks, guys, but Dallas next week. But after that, a couple weeks, then we go back. Then we'll go to Vegas. But eventually, if we ever go out this far out, like maybe the Philly show for the East Coast or something like that.
They're all trying to get us to go there.
Yeah, we might have to like adjust and go more vintage at least, or something like that. Because I think East Coast is vintage.
Right.
That's the feeling that I'm getting.
More than what the sports team is for that city, right?
Right. Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Ed says, Merlin, you imitating Nature Boy on the last day of the show? Maybe we'll see. Woo! Woo! The GC and Merlin tenderizing the ATL 4 Horsemen, baby. Yeah. Woo! This is close to my hood too, guys. Jet, what do you think about selling on PWCC?
I think it's
you've been buying.
I've been buying a lot on PWCC. I think it's a good platform, guys. It's just another platform. To me, it's no different than like eBay or using a consignment service like Probstein or anything like that. There's so many different marketplaces now. Like, you're really spoiled and you have your choice and your options. So I think PWCC is a good thing. I mean, a lot of people knock them for shill bidding this and that, but as far as the experience I've had, it's been mostly positive.
Yeah, I used to sell a lot on there when they were still on eBay, but once they got pulled off eBay, I quit selling. So do you think I should sell there on again or not?
On PWCC?
Yeah, and should I sell just buy it now or do the auction?
I would probably do auctions.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's good. I mean, eBay's going to give you the most exposure, right? But if you want, maybe if you have a little more high end items, I think
Yes.
PWCC might be a good play for that.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Because I'm doing pretty well with the low end stuff on ComC
Mm-hmm.
and turning those lemons into lemonade.
Yes.
Joseph Gomez, feelings on the Flair buybacks, Marvel cards from the 90s. We've had that question before, but again, you want to talk about that?
Okay, here's my thoughts on that, guys. Basically, if you don't know what it is, Upper Deck took cards from the 90s, original Flair cards from the 90s. They called it buybacks. They put a stamp on it and they put a number on it. But it's the same card. It's literally the same card from the 90s. It's not a reprint or anything like that. I think that's a gimmick. I don't put any extra premium value on that at all. They just bought it back and they put it back. It's not like a PSA 10 or anything like that. So for me, it's a gimmick. I'm not a big fan of that.
Now, were those still part of like the junk wax era or not? They were.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like getting like the base card of say like Shaquille O'Neal from the early 90s, and then they just take that card and put a number stamp on it, serial number.
Yeah, they put a stamp on it and then they put a number.
Right. There's nothing else different about it.
No, it's the same card. Yeah, it's not a reprint, not a reproduction, nothing. It's the same exact card.
Oh,
so I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. But, like some people collect that, so that's cool too. Okay, Mervin.
Teapot, a.k.a. Moby, yes.
Yes, he
does.
And
now I want to say, like, some guys, give sports cards investor guys a lot of flack. You know what I mean? They give a lot of flack. And let me tell you, Jeff's crew, all those guys have been over my table almost every day. They have been super nice, super polite to me. They have all come to introduce myself, and I'm not like a powerful YouTuber guy. I'm just Merlin, you know what I mean? They don't have to do it. They don't get anything out of it, but they are just very nice guys. And they really admired my cards, and they stood at my table for like an hour, and they came back today to talk. They some guy loved my wrestling cards, another one loved my Star Wars, and they loved talking shop about those cards because they said they don't really have other people to talk about wrestling cards or Star Wars cards over here. And they really appreciated me having those.
Yeah, they're all cool guys. Yeah. Everybody on his staff, say what you will about Jeff Wilson and Sports Card Investor and all the stuff that they do, but his staff members, they're cool people.
They're so nice.
Yeah, they're all gentlemen, investors. They're all cool members of the hobby. So I enjoyed getting to know them over the last couple of days. And even Jeff Wilson, he came by, he did a whole segment. He talked to me on and off camera, and I thought he was cool.
Mm-hmm. And then he came over and introduced himself to me, and they looked at all my cards. Jeff knew nothing about wrestling, so they were trying to educate Jeff on wrestling cards, and he was just like, "Oh, I have no clue. I don't." You can tell he didn't watch wrestling, but man, they were so nice to us, and they're not paying us to say this. Trust me, we're telling you because of our personal experience with them.
Yes. No, I'm just kidding about that.
What?
Yeah,
about what?
I was going like this, right? Next episode. Hello, Between Two Slab viewers. No. Okay.
Let's say it one time all together. Oh!
Sponsored by Sports Card Investor. No, just kidding. Okay.
Yes.
So let's see here.
Just kidding.
King cards.
I wish I could be there. You guys keep killing it. Let's get it.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. A Surfer.
Hello. And if any of y'all viewers out there are here at the card show or live in Atlanta, please come see us tomorrow on our last day.
Yes.
We'll be here I'll be here all day. I don't know about you. You might have to leave a little early. But, come buy some cards from us. We would love it.
Yes. Merlin might even give you a T-shirt. He's got
I'll bring some. I got a couple more, guys.
Spidey
fan. Evening, guys. We already said that. Well, could be there to see you next week. He's going to see us next week? Is that what he said?
I guess so, yeah. In Dallas?
But we'll see you next week. Yeah, Spidey fan will. Awesome. Christopher Murray, good evening from Colorado. Good evening.
Mm-hmm. Ryan's here.
Ryan, looks like a cool show. Thanks for documenting everything so we can live vicariously through you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that feedback, Ryan. That's one of the reasons I just love doing these vlogs, because I just want to share this experience through my eyes with everybody that watches us, everybody that supports us. I think that's super cool. I know a lot of guys can't go to shows. You have obligations or you just can't make it because of your schedules. So it's always fun to kind of like let people see what this is all about, take them on this journey, share our trades, our highs and our lows, guys. We don't always win, sometimes we make some major deals and it's awesome. And some days like this, we sell nothing. So, you guys get to see it from both sides of the spectrum. So I can always appreciate it when people really enjoy that type of content.
Yeah, I mean, we want you all to know us, not just like on a surface level, and let you know, like, you can't always win them all. You get hits and misses. Luckily, we've had more hits than misses, but we want to share it with you, like that even though there is sometimes things aren't always the way you want it, you can turn that into a positive. And like I sound like what's his name, the motivational speaker guy, but it's true. It's just like you got to keep going, and it's just like anything with business or careers or life. You're always gonna have your ups and downs, but you got to get yourself back up and keep moving on.
Card shows are what you make of it, for sure. You can't just like if things don't necessarily go your way, you can't just feel sorry about it. You got to be proactive. You got to get up. Every day, something can happen. A big deal can happen at any time. After we get off this live, we're going to go down to trade night, try to work some deals. Who knows what will happen there? So, and then we still have tomorrow before we go home. So, anything can happen. But in the big picture scheme of things, I think this has been a mostly positive experience.
It totally is. Definitely for the long. Sometimes you can't just think about the short term. You got to think about the long term of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to take a little sacrifice. You got to in order to have a successful long-term goal. Okay. And Joseph Gomez, he just said to me, LL Cool J might be the sleeper of the pickups. Let's hope so, man. He's still a TV personality. So yeah,
definitely.
He's more than just a musical artist. So
let me see. Try to go through some of these here.
And Brian was a sweetheart today, man. Brian, I had that little moment at the end of the day. I'm tired. I had like 4 hours sleep. It's been a long day. Even though I'm always thinking positive, that I had a little moment by myself where I was just probably had my head down a little, looked a little bummed. Brian comes up to me. I mean, he's the one of the nicest guys in the world. And he's like, Merlin, you okay, man? Is there anything I can do for you? And, things like that is priceless. It's great that not only have like comrades and coworkers like that, but these guys, I consider friends now, man. I can already tell these guys would bend over backwards for me, and I would bend over backwards for them, and that means more than anything to me in life, man. So thank y'all so much, guys. Thanks, Brian.
It's a great community, guys.
Yeah,
to be part of this. It's like a fraternity, like for most of you guys here, but like sorority too, I guess. But it's been a great experience for all of us.
Mervin, by the way, I just got my first Jordan Fleer rookie today from Rob, sports card therapist. That was my goal for the year. Good job, Marvin.
Buddy. You never forget your first Jordan.
Oh, here he is. Here is Money Mike. Any good food in Atlanta? Well, there is. There's always good. I know there's good food in Atlanta. Unfortunately, we've just been like so busy. We've just gone across the street. Yeah. We ate at Blaze Pizza tonight, and we ate someplace in the hotel last night because we were just kind of like a little exhausted. So we just want to eat somewhere close by and get back to trade night.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see here.
Oh no, the World Pump is for real. Yep. Meet any celebs? Just this guy.
Yeah. This guy right here. Yeah.
Well, Jeff Wilson, I guess, of the sports card world. Hall of Fame sports cards. Did Merle bring the Britney stand up to ATL? No, but I will have that in a video pretty soon. So be on the lookout for it. When I finally can sit down and get all my videos edited here in the next couple weeks, you will see that Britney Spears stand up. Oh, also, let me tell you, did I tell you that there is a card in my display case? It is a Star Wars Galaxy Chrome 2021, and it's called a Jedi Kurosawa. Somehow, I don't know who this guy found out who I was or how he knew I had the card, because I didn't even have it posted on Instagram. But I saw this guy starting like following me and liking me, and I was like, and it said Eric Estrada, and I thought it was the guy from Chips, Eric Estrada. So I was like, really, Eric? Is this Eric Estrada? So I looked on it. I was like, God, this guy's got over 50,000, followers. Who is he? And then all of a sudden I get a message as soon as I see this guy, liking all my photos. And he's like, hey, man, I heard you have this SGC 10 Gem Mint Jedi Kurosawa refractor card. I'm really interested in buying it. And I was like, who is this guy? Now I noticed he's in some like boy band. I'm like, boy band, what is this? And then I discovered he was in a band, or still is, because they're still performing in a band called O-Town. And they were like this competition, like boy bands, like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and they were produced by those guys. And one of my closest friends was a showrunner, like the head producer of that show from like 2000. And I was like, well, dude, so I got to sell it to this guy now because I still have it. So I want to give it to that guy because he is a celebrity. So I did meet a celebrity, but through Instagram.
Did he make an offer on it?
No, but this guy has got money. he's still touring, so he's got to be making. He says he lives in LA like I do. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to sell it to him because I think that's going to be cool. Sell it to a band member of O-Town.
Yes. Okay.
So Eric Estrada, if you're watching Between Two Slabs, I'm going to hit you up on Instagram, bud. Thank you.
Jago.
Support the stream by giving a like. Yes, dude. Give it a big thumbs up, guys.
Please like if you can, guys. That always helps us out.
And make sure you hit the bell button, smash it, so you know, like when we do shows like this, like spontaneously live from locations.
Yes.
Viking Sword. What's up, guys? Yeah, what's up, man?
What's going, Viking Sword? Always good to see you in the chat.
Tricky Best Sports Cards. What's up, brothers? Hope you have a good, blessed night. Thank you so much, Tricky Best.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you, man.
Jay
Giuliano, looking forward to meeting you two in Dallas next week and talking Star Wars and Marvel. I couldn't get main floor, so I'm Starlight S2 tables 1 through 4. I owe Dan a beer. I'll buy one for you too, Merle. Well, thank you so much.
Let's do it. We'll have drinks.
I think they have. Don't buy me a beer. I like the sours. What's up, peeps? What's up, Brian? Good to see you, brother.
Yes. Oh, yeah. What's up here?
That'll buy for the pizza, Brian. Thank you so much.
Aaron, feed the gods.
What's up, Aaron?
House.
Good to see you, buddy. Hope to see you soon.
Brian's tipping us. Brian is single-handedly sponsoring this entire channel here. So thank you, Brian. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're buying drinks tonight, Dan. Yes. Okay.
I hope you had a good birthday, Brian. I know you had a birthday a couple weeks ago, so appreciate that.
And I'm really happy that Dan does not snore. He does not snore, folks. So you ever have to room with him, he doesn't snore.
I'm a good roommate, guys.
And I have a CPAP machine. I have sleep apnea, so I don't snore either.
Yes.
Sandra and James Hewitt, what are you buying? Maybe a good time for baseball when the season goes down.
I'm always buying Marvel, PMGs, anything that I find that's cool, that's oddball. Vintage baseball is always a buy for me if I can pick that up, and high-end basketball.
Now, you had a guy come to me the day trying to sell me that autographed Mr. Grinch Ron Howard card.
Yes. Oh, you saw that. What do you think about that?
Well, one just sold. There's 2 of them sold in the last week for $300.
What did he want for it?
Oh, probably about the same, but I didn't want it, and I didn't sell enough. If I had been selling like crazy, I probably would have bought it. I probably would have asked like $200 for it or something.
Guys, actually, I had a potential big deal
What was that?
today where a guy brought me a LeBron James exquisite auto. He valued it at $20,000, and he was motivated to move it, but the problem is that he valued it at $20,000, and one had just recently sold for $15,000. So we just could not agree on a fair value for that card. And same thing with some of my cards. Like I had like higher prices on them, and then they were undercut by the stupid comps. And we just could not come to an agreement on the value. But that could have been a huge trade.
That's crazy. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, who knows? He might come back tomorrow. He might think about it, and he might come back tomorrow. We'll see.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing it, man. Yeah. That's awesome. What we got next? Yo. Hope this event was good to y'all. Thanks, B. Joe. How many PMGs did you buy or sell?
Let me see here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I bought 4 PMGs. I haven't sold any of my PMGs
Haven't sold any yet.
But I bought 4 of them.
A lot of people took pictures of my PMGs today, though. So hopefully they'll come back tomorrow. We'll let you know.
Yes.
Mark, what is your strategy for trade night?
Okay. Here's the strategy.
Okay. Tell me about our strategy tonight, buddy.
We've got to be very aggressive. We cannot just sit down and have a seat on the couch and just wait for people to come up to us. We gotta work the room. We gotta network, work the room. We got to open our case up, show people, ask them what they're looking for, and just try to engage people in conversations.
Gotcha.
And see what comes out of it. I think we got to be very, very proactive tonight.
Okay, I'm going to do that strategy, guys, and I'll let you know how that turns out on Tuesday's show, okay? I'm going to listen to him, and I'm going to do it because a lot of times, guys, I'm pooped. I'll be honest, I am pooped, and sometimes I just want to have a drink, take my shoes off and kick it and just shoot the shit with everybody, in the room. And, me, I'm a talker, so I love just talking to people, and sometimes I should forget about doing cards, but, I'm in a position now where I need to hustle and work trade night like Dan does, and I'm going to do that. So we'll discuss how this turns out on Tuesday.
Yes,
okay?
Yes, for sure.
It was awesome.
Brian's birthday was awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, when was your birthday, Brian?
That's great to hear, Brian. Very happy.
Mine's a week from Monday. Viking Sword, Merlin, that 92 Morbius Marvel Masterpieces PSA 10 you have is sweet, bud. Oh, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I've got also the 93 one, too. I love the Morbius. I can't wait for the movie.
Nice.
Joseph Gomez, trade night plan, cash on top of the trade.
We might have to do cash trade deals because I feel like if we're struggling, then other people might be struggling, too. So we might have to entice them with a little bit of cash on top to get those deals.
Well, I know who's not struggling. Flipping Steve. We got to go tenderize him tonight.
Yes.
Steve, we're coming after you tonight, buddy. Get ready.
Yes. Hopefully Steve is in a buying
He's got a wad of cash, and I'm going to take it all, buddy.
Yeah. Steve is like beef jerky, though. He's hard to tenderize.
His pockets are sweating.
Yeah. He's bulging. Oh, and he is happy to see you. He is happy to see you.
He showed me his bulge last night. And it wasn't what you think, folks. It was money, and I'd rather have that. Yeah. Bishop, what would you rate the show out of 10? A good question. What do you think?
Honestly, I'd probably say 7. Because high production value, high traffic.
Yes.
The crowd is not the crowd that I would like to see, but everything else has been okay.
But it's really more into our demographics than usual, right?
Yes.
I mean, how do you rate it versus last Houston show?
Houston, I would rate a 4.
Okay.
To be honest.
So it's better than Houston show.
Better than Houston show. Dallas, I would always rate Dallas a 10.
Yes, and that's just a few more days. So, like Dan and I go home and we have like a 2-day rest, and then we head right back on the airplane back to Dallas.
Yes.
Ty, what's the good entry level PMG?
I would say the bronze. Any bronze PMG is a good entry level. It'll probably cost you like a couple $100, depending on the character. So that could be a good way to kind of get into the game.
I agree with that. And you can even buy the purple ones from the MCU movies, and those are also pretty affordable as well. Even some of the lesser known characters, then there's like the Royal Foils, which are basically PMGs, but a different pattern design on them from the 2017 Spider-Man.
Yes.
Random 777, have you heard about the $2 million Spider-Man PMG one? That's crazy. Non-sports cards going crazy.
Yes, we talked about that in the beginning of the stream. I actually took a picture. That's our friend. It's owned by Spidey Jew, a friend of the channel here, and he has it with him, and he let us hold it and take pictures of it.
We got to touch it last night. Yeah. We touched it and
guys.
Prayed on it, rubbed it all over my body.
Yeah, all right. I'll never wash this hand again, guys.
Dan the man, 503 trading cards.
Yeah. What's up, brother? How you doing,
up, man?
That's my friend from
Oregon. It is?
Oregon, yeah.
Oh, nice. Spidey fan, Merlin, what do you think Saturday was a show day of sales? Merlin, why do you think Saturday was a slow day of sales for you? Well, I'm figuring that out right now. I'm trying to figure it out. That sometimes you got to think it out, because if you want to succeed and you want to fix issues, you got to figure it out. Maybe it was the traffic. Maybe I didn't have the cards people were looking for. Maybe people didn't have the money, or maybe they're not ready to buy yet. There's a lot of theories, I can't really pinpoint anything. You can't really know. You?
Let me see here. Sorry.
Why do you think it was a slow day today for sales?
I don't think this crowd is buying.
Okay.
I think everybody that came to my table, they said, "Hey, are you buying?" Right? So they're selling, or "Hey, would you trade into this?" So I just think the mode of the show right now is that they're they're not in a buying mood.
But Brian did pretty well, and Flippin' Steve pretty well, and some of our Marvel guys did pretty well, but they were on the other side of the, except for Brian, he was with us.
It could be location. You know, Brian is very specific to soccer, so
Niche,
so
everybody knows to go to him. They know who he is
Yeah.
because of YouTube. That helps.
Yeah.
And they know he's just a soccer guy.
And it could be our cards too.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah. The type of cards that we have is different from everybody else, so it could just be type of cards. You never really know. It's just basically kind of like almost a luck of the draw is what I say.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe I'll change it up a little. I mean, I have some other cards where I didn't have in display. Maybe I'll put those out and not some of them. I don't know. It'll be an experiment, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Ed, can your celebrity status hurt you or help you during deals? I think it's a little of both.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, like in terms of how it would hurt us, I mean, sometimes people think that we buy everything and they think we're rich.
And we have tons of cash.
Yeah,
yes.
They think we're rich and they're going to charge us more money for whatever reason, So that's one thing. But in terms of how it helps us, it brings us a lot of opportunities. It makes people willing to do deals with us because they like us for some reason. They like the content. So I think that the positives far outweigh any type of negatives.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
Brett, are people already buying off-season football? Are the prices going to dip, or is there still a little demand?
I mean, I see people buying football. I don't know if they're different. I don't buy football myself, so I'm not like in touch with that market. And you buy more football.
I buy football. It's a little dip, and you start seeing people try to push football on the other end from the customers level. That they tried to come to me like today, last week when I was in the LA show, they were pushing football because they're trying to load it off because they don't want it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I didn't take it because I have enough for next season.
Yes.
Did the effects of the war do anything with TIA collectors' mindset with buying or selling?
I don't know. I mean, I can't really speak to that. Nobody's really talking about it that much, so I don't think it's an issue or a topic of discussion here. I would say that most collectors are in a status where they're not necessarily affected by these type of world events.
Yeah,
I would say, I don't know.
I'm going to ask you the same question the other night too.
Yeah, if you have the disposable income to be buying stuff like this, I don't think that you're necessarily tied to world events like what's happening right now in Ukraine. So that's all I'm comfortable saying about that.
Money Mike, Dan, you bidding on the Star 101 BGS4 on eBay?
I am not. No,
you're
sir.
not.
No, sir.
Brian, I'm adding my wrestling now.
Awesome. I've been seeing your Instagram post, Brian, of all the packs you've been ripping. You've been pulling a pretty good fire. So that's
I'm gonna have to look some more at your post, Brian, as well.
That's awesome to see.
Trey Young autos a buy right now.
I would say so.
Yeah.
The only young guys I would be buying right now would be Trey Young, and Ja Morant. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm not even really buying
still
those guys.
Too high.
Yes, but if I had a chance to pick up a Luka, I probably would. I just don't buy a lot of the newer guys, but if I had to, those would be the three guys.
Yeah, it's just too risky. And I just feel like it's so overpriced again. And why would you spend like thousands of dollars when you can pay half for like a great rookie of like Joel Embiid or a Jason Tatum or someone who's like a little more established and getting closer to having a championship team?
Yes.
Shiny cardboard addict. Thoughts on 2022 top Series 1 baseball having 800,000 of each base card? Woo.
My thoughts are that's why I don't buy modern.
Exactly, me either. That reminds me of 1990 baseball cards. Tops.
Yes. That's why I'll buy vintage all day, but I won't buy modern for sure.
Yeah, Tops is definitely going out of a bang of having so many cards.
Yes. Okay, so we hit all the chats tonight, all the comments in the chat. Any closing thoughts before we head out to trade night, guys? We got to kill it, so we got to get ready to go. Any closing thoughts?
Well, thank y'all for coming in the last minute and watching us. And we're gonna go to trade night. I'm gonna apply some of Dan's tactics for tonight. I'm gonna be hustle. I'm gonna be aggressive and proactive, and we will talk about this on Tuesday, and we'll review the rest of the weekend. So we'll talk to him Tuesday, right?
We're going to game plan. Definitely the next episode will be on Tuesday as scheduled. And we're going to game plan. We're going to head out there. We're going to be very aggressive with our moves. So hopefully we can get some good stuff. Stay tuned to our Instagram feeds so that you guys can catch us. If we make a deal, then we'll post it for sure. Probably start making some sad Pele memes in the meantime. So we'll do that. And then I've got a funny reel that I'm going to run with Merlin. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the update from the show. Enjoy the rest of your guys' weekend. We appreciate all the support. Thank you guys very much.
Bye-bye, everyone.
See you guys Tuesday.